I'm going to do a new segment called Ask Khadijah, where you can literally ask me anything and I will give you my opinion. You can submit all of your questions on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram and I will answer y'all's questions daily. Also, in light of the TikTok ban, once TikTok gets banned or if it gets banned, this party is not stopping. We are moving to the next Addy, which is YouTube. So make sure you are following me on YouTube, Instagram, and Threads. We're keeping this up, y'all. The party don't stop just because one place got shut down. Okay, so this question reads, Hey, I love your knowledge and would love some advice. For starters, I just made the switch from retail to HR. I'm currently at an hourly wage of $20, but looking for more pay and becoming salary based in the next year. I was wondering, what are your takes on job hopping in HR, certifications, or any overall advice? I want to expand my career and get a high paying job, but I'm feeling stuck. I've always known I've always wanted to own my own apartment, but feel like I don't make enough. Any thoughts? I have tons of thoughts on this. So, tapping into my recruiter side of my brain, my first piece of advice is when we are looking at human resources, that's also going to be very dependent on the industry that you want to make a lucrative amount of money in. Due to the innovation of technology, just understanding human resource knowledge is not enough anymore. And so I also want you to look at certifications that are data analytics driven. It's going to be so important that you are fluent in data analytics and pairing that with human resources. Also, understanding how human capital works in corporate America and those intersecting pieces. Having that technical skill is going to be very important because you will always be needed. I used to work in talent acquisition. I used to be a technical recruiter. And when layoff season hits, the first team to get cut is always going to be talent acquisition or HR related, unless you are on more of the legal compliance side, the risk management side, or the data analytics side of human resources. Now, when I was working in the tech industry, talent acquisition, my starting pay was $35 an hour. I was contract, and then I was making upwards of $120,000. I didn't have any prior experience in the tech or corporate industry. I was a biology teacher at first, but because I was getting my master's, my first master's at the time, and I started having a pretty notable following on LinkedIn, that helped my case. So my second piece of advice is really leveraging LinkedIn to not only build your professional network, but also to document your personal branding. Now, as it relates to your certification journey, I have a couple pulled up. So the first one I would recommend is getting your PHR, your Professional Human Resource Certification. That is going to be offered by the HR Certification Institute. Then also consider expanding that knowledge in your SHMR. This is just a senior version to that. Also understand talent development and also understand the talent acquisition pipeline. So even though that is HR, you can extend to become a project manager, a program manager. If you want to work in diversity, equity, and inclusion, you can extend there, or you can even extend to consulting. And I always say, look globally, right? And so look at the global workforce market and where HR stands in that and who is hiring from a global perspective that will also allow you to work remotely.